Good day, everyone. My name is Salwa B. Today, we're going to tackle about uh, an essay of Carmen Guerrero Nakpil entitled "The Filipino Women." Okay. First, we have the background of the author. Carmen Guerrero Nakpil was born on July 19, 1922. She graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree in 1942 at St. Teresa's College in Manila. She was a journalist, author, historian, and a public servant. So between 1946 and 2006, she worked as either staff member, editor, or editorial columnist at the Evening News, the Philippines Herald, the Manila Chronicles, where she had a daily column for 12 years, the Manila Times, Asia Magazines, and Malaya. She has published a total of 10 books. These are the following: Women Enough, A Question of Identity, History Today, The Philippines and the Filipinos, The Rice Conspiracy, The Central Reader and Whatever, as well as a widely successful autobiographical trilogy, Myself Elsewhere, Legends and Adventures, and Ixion. In the 1960s, she serves as chairman of the Philippine National Historical Commission, and in the 1990s, the Manila Historical Commission and Director General of the Technology Resource Center from 1975 to 1985. She was elected to the Executive Board of the UNESCO, Paris in 1983 by popular vote of the International Assembly. She was also a recipient of the C. Wright Award. So, for the summary of the essay of Carmen Guerrero, which is the Filipino woman that focuses on Cory and Leonor, Gabriela, and Imelda. Let me read to you the summary. Who are the Filipinos? What is it like to be a Filipino woman? How do you describe yourself? These are important questions in finding our true identity as a nation and the identity of a Filipino woman in our modern world. Nakpil chose 4 historical women: Cory, Leonor, Gabriela, and Imelda, to represent most, if not all, the women in our nation throughout the years. Cory and Leonor both came from the same small town and had both gone through the loss of a loved one. However, that is where the similarities end. Their differing personalities and the decisions they made lead them to very opposite roads in life. While Leonor was obedient and submissive to her parents and society, Cory overcame the tragic loss of her husband and became the first woman president of the Philippines. Gabriela and Imelda also had different stories to tell. Gabriela became a rich widow after her first husband died. However, she married a peasant leader and took up his revolution against Spain after he was shot in the back. The opposite was true for Imelda. She was a daughter of the least successful child in a family of professional and government officials. But she later married the only Philippine president to reign for 20 years in office. Nakpil highlights that these women, although somehow similar, reflect the different personalities and attitudes that make up a Filipina rather. All the traits these women show, both positive and negative, can be seen in Filipino women migrant workers. These women migrant workers have sacrificed time, memories, and contact with their families just to earn a suitable income. Many of them are overqualified for the work given to them overseas, sacrificing their dignity but rising above the challenge of poverty to provide a future for their families. Despite everything Filipino women have gone throughout the centuries, they keep an identifiable Filipino trait with their unquenchable optimism. So, in in taking everything into account, the essay talks about the true identity of Filipino women, different personalities, as well as the identifiable Filipino traits. And that's all for my part about the essay of Carmen Guerrero Nakpil, which is entitled The Filipino Women, which focuses to the four women, which um, that focuses on the four women. Those are Cory, Leonor, Gabriela, and Imelda. I hope you learned a lot about the Filipino women.